Yo, Galatasaray are your Super League champion. Galatasaray and Victor Osimhen have won the Turkish League because where they are now, I don't think anyone will catch them. Even if they lose to Trabzon next weekend and they lose the game at home to uh, Fenerbahce, I don't think one one reason why I'm saying that as Galatasaray are your champions is because the way Fenerbahce is playing is like they don't want to compete. It's like uh, they don't want to go for it. You understand? Because I know Galatasaray also have their own issues, their own injuries, and on when Victor Osimhen went to African Cup of Nations, when all those things did happen and do happen. It's part of football. They had injuries, they had red cards, they had decisions go against them. So I'm hearing a lot of Turkish Fenerbahce fans saying that, oh, the referee decision, this, there's so many things that also went against them. You understand? In football, it's either it goes for you, it goes against you, or it's 50-50. Like, there's nothing that's always for you or against you. You understand? But that aside, I think in general, uh, in general, I think the way Galatasaray is playing, I think in any competition, if you put them in the Premier League, I think they can finish easily in top eight. If you put them in La Liga, without me disrespecting any other teams or leagues, I think they can finish easily in top five. League One, they can finish easily top two or top three. Uh, Bundesliga, the same. Maybe they will struggle. The Italian teams, because Italian teams play a lot of defensive football. They don't play football that they come and attack you, especially the lower sided teams. That's why you see the likes of Inter, Juve lose points here and there, even though they are stronger than the rest. But I really think if you put in any other league than the other Turkish league, Galatasaray will perform just the way they are performing, and they will not have any issues. That being said, I think it's one of the best teams outside the top five league teams. So, so it's easy for them to adapt, and like with the Turkish, other teams are not being strong as them. I think today, without the red card against Başakşehir, I don't think the game will have been that easy, because that red card changed the dimension, changed the morale of even Başakşehir. When you're on a yellow card, you should never go to reckless challenge. I know so many times Galatasaray get decisions their way, but there's so many times they get decisions against their. We have seen so many times. You understand? So I think Galatasaray are your champions. That's with easily said. Uh, this is a week where Galatasaray might make a history if they go to England and beat Liverpool. Um, they will make an history. They will also boost. I think they already boosted the Turkish league coefficients ranking. Currently, is eighth or ninth in European leagues. But I think with this, the way they perform this season, they already helped the other teams. And if they continue doing that way, I think instead of one team qualifying and another team going to the qualifiers, I think they will have more teams into the qualifiers, and uh, one more than one team go through, to the disadvantage of the likes of League One, Liga Nos, and other leagues which are having the same advantages that the Turkish league might get. And another thing that Galatasaray has, has done or have done for this league is that with the likes of the players they are buying has helped the league, because I was reading a tweet where some guy said uh, the Turkish league has seen the largest boost uh, in attendance. Not only the big teams, even smaller teams are benefiting from it. And this is not only for Galatasaray, but I think it's the beneficial to the greater Turkish league and the greater Turkish football league and football leagues, where like many teams. I've never known the less teams that play in the second league. You understand? But this season, I'm seeing some of my friends going to the second tier, watching teams in the second tier. And by the way, the Turkish second tier has one of the best league, like the champions, whatever teams that are competing for the champions. It's so competitive. It's more competitive than any other league you might think, because three teams you don't know who will win. The three teams that are competing for the Turkish second tier, and I think two teams qualify for the Turkish league, and one goes through the playoffs. So the three of them, they don't want the playoffs. They want to go for, you know. So that's how competitive the Turkish football is becoming. Uh, I'm not saying this is only Galatasaray who's doing it. I think the other teams are taking part of it. Trabzon has Oanachu, where Oanachu is attracting a lot of Nigerian fans, a lot of West African fans. On the other side, the likes of Talisca. So I've seen so many Brazilians coming to watch Fenerbahce fans matches. Sorry, because of the likes of Talisca and those things, and people do like this time. And Asensio, the league is becoming more competitive. It's not only, like, you don't know what will happen, outside uh, the like, Galatasaray will win, but the rest you don't know which team will win. And even sometimes Galatasaray is not uh, something guaranteed, because as we have seen with Kocheli and others, they can lose. Like Galatasaray can run out of steam, especially when they play every 4 days or every 3 days. They're human beings, and especially the time they had a lot of injuries, red cards, those things. They were really struggling. I think today he rested half of the team and he played the other half. And even the ones who played, he took them off after they scored the first goal, because that's how you rest players. You use other, players. Because I think in midfield he can play Torreira, Sara, and and Akun, and he can take the three of them and bring on what's he called, Lamina, good one, and one of other players, because he has that depth now. Unlike when those players were injured or whatever. And front, after you've seen the wingers, you don't know who will start. There's Sane, there's Noah Lang, there's Parish, there's a lot of players he can use them. And even there's that like there's a kid who play in the cup. He was good. He's, I think, a midfielder, and he's an academy player. I don't know if they bought him or he came through the academy, but he's an academy under 23 player. So Galatasaray is strong, and this is, as a Liverpool fan, this is scary, because we don't have the squad they have. That's the reality. Liverpool do not have the squad Galatasaray have. So let's see how it goes. But this is a good thing for what Galatasaray is doing the Turkish league. It's really helping the Turkish league, and it's helping uh, franchise as a franchise. It's really going well, and I think the Turkish federation should, get involved and help the small things that are happening behind the scenes, where you are hearing this and that, and if that is corrected, I think the Turkish league and the Turkish football, as in general, um, it's really helping. And one another thing that I want to add is that Galatasaray, as my personal view or perspective, Galatasaray is the only team that holds to the Turkish players. I think it's one of the only team that plays a lot of Turkish players, even though you are allowed to have eight, I think, foreign players or 11 foreign players. I don't know, like, it changes time to time. It changes. Sometimes it's eight, sometimes it's nine. So at 11, it was 11. I think they made it eight, but you can go, around. But in every match, Galatasaray have three players who are consistently starting in, uh, other than the smaller teams, because when you have, like, let's say the likes of, uh, no disrespect to anyone, but Samsung, others, they have more local players than foreigners, because of the capacity of attracting, you understand, foreign players, or capability to pay. The When you look at Trabzon, when you look at Besiktas, when you look at Fener, I think they have more foreign players in their lineup. and which really kills the Turkish football, federation as the nation, the national team, the military team. It really kills it. And I think Galatasaray really helps because Paris is there. He always plays. Yusuf Akgun always plays. Abdikarim always plays, and what's his called, the keeper. I think his name is Chakir. They always play uh, with some defenders and other positions always also coming in, and I think that's a really good thing for the national. If you have four players based in your nation and who are playing well every game week, that it really helps the national team. So yeah, I think that's a good thing. If you have come this long and you have listened to my ranting this long, I really appreciate if you can subscribe and comment something nice or say something about it and let me know your comments or what you're thinking about in the comments below. I'll really appreciate, and it really helps the video and the channel to grow. So yeah, if you have come this long, please do not forget to subscribe and do all the good things. I don't want to say every time, you understand. So yeah, until I see you in the next video, take care of yourselves, and be smart, be safe, and take care of yourselves. Peace.